guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Charlene. Welcome to my channel. In today's video I will be reviewing and demoing the Daisy Marquez times BH Cosmetics palette. This is a very beautiful palette that she came out with. It is Tiffany blue. It has a nice ribbon in the front, and then it has beautiful colors over here that you can play with. I decided to go for something colorful today because I feel like this palette screams colorful and it screams spring. It also comes with a mirror right over here. Hi, that's me. But it also comes with a mirror, and I love the fact that it comes with a mirror. It's magnetic, so once you put it on it doesn't fall off, so that is pretty cool. I really do like the eyeshadow palette. I think it looks really nice. It blended very nicely, and overall I do like the palette for the price. You guys will see in this video how it works and how it performs, and judge for yourself and see if you want to get your hands on this palette or not. As always, in every single review that I do, I always let you guys know what may work for me may not work for you, and though it works for you may not work for me. So I always encourage you guys to go ahead and purchase things out for yourself and see if you like it or not, because something that I may like you might not. We're different people, and I always say that in every single review. We're all different and we all like different things, have different preferences when it comes to makeup or whatever else it may be. So with that being said, don't forget to subscribe and turn your bell notifications on so you are notified each time that I upload. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you did like it, and also don't forget to comment down below other colors from the palette you want me to use. I will be using this palette for a second time, and probably more than that. I really do like the colors in this palette, and I feel like it's so spring, and spring is approaching us. It's literally next week, so you already know I'm gonna hit you with a lot of spring type of looks, and this palette is kind of like perfect. It's like the perfect spring palette. So yeah, let me know down below what colors from the palette you would like me to use, or like what combinations you would like me to do. Pretty much it for this video, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. So I am so excited to play with this palette. This palette is so beautiful, and it turns into, whoa bitch, oh shit. So in this video we are going to be reviewing the Daisy Marquez and BH Cosmetics palette. Well, kind of like just testing it out and having fun with it and playing around with it. I really love Daisy Marquez. If you guys don't know, that shadow that I used to use that was called Crystal Avalanche by MAC, which is now discontinued, I still have it, and I got it because of her. Whenever you saw that point where I was wearing like a really bright inner corner highlight that was stark white, you know that it was inspired by her. She also made me buy what's that called? She also made me buy the Artist Couture Diamond Glow Powder in oh fudge, I don't remember the name, but it was the lightest one, literally like the icy one, and I used to wear that as well, like super Facetune looking kind of highlight, but in my opinion it looked so good in that time. Now I prefer something a little bit more like, you know, bronzy and natural or whatever the case may be. But yeah, I already did my face makeup. My eye is messing with me today. She is emotional today. I can't do anything about it, but just let it be and hope that, you know, by the time that I start doing my eye makeup on this eye, it's okay. Like, I can't just let this eye stop me. So for now, we're just gonna live with it and do what we can around it to work around it. But if you guys have any recommendations on how to fix this eye, then I would greatly appreciate it. So I got this palette when it was retailing for $19. This is when it first came out. When it initially came out that weekend, they had it on sale for $19, but at the moment the palette is retailing for $23. You can use the code DAISY, I believe, at checkout, and it saves you some money off your purchase as well, so you'll get it even cheaper. But I forgot to use her code. I forgot to use anyone's code. I just bought it because I didn't want it to sell out. But it is still available. You can still purchase it. I'll leave the link down below. Either way, we don't know how this is gonna go yet. We don't know if we're gonna love her. We don't know if we're gonna like not like her, you know what I mean? The reviews that I've been watching and seeing people talk about the palette say that the palette is really good for the price. So we're gonna put that to the test because I bought this with my own coins. If I didn't buy it with my own coins, you know, I give y'all the tea all the time. So either way, here we have the Daisy Marquez and BH Cosmetics palette. It is a beautiful, beautiful Tiffany box. Palette also has 20 shades, and I believe everything in here gives you a little bit of everything, kind of like your neutrals, your pops of colors, your in-betweens. And the way that she did her video, she kind of showed like that you can create a look with each row of the palette or like each quad of the palette. So it's really, really cool. Like, you have an idea of what you want to create right when you look at this palette. I give you guys some swatches because I know you guys want to see that. I would want to see that, so I'm going to give you guys some swatches on their palettes. So these are the swatches for the first row. First one is Naked. Second one is Dulce. Third one is Bittersweet. Fourth one is Cocoa. And last one is Matter. I did have to apply these 4 times in order for them to show up like this. Now we have the second row, and the second row starts after the black eyeshadow swatch. So the first one we have is kind of like a red orangey shade, and that one is Karma. Then we have the yellow shade, which is Flower. And then we have the rustic kind of like brick shade, which is Vintage. And then we have Daisy, which is the teal blue type of shade. And then last but not least, from the second row, we have Passion Fruit, which is a nice, true like burgundy red. Next up, we have the last 2 rows, and I kind of separated them. First up, we have Slime, which is the green kind of like highlighter shade. Then we have Lucid, which is the purple. We have Icy, which is the inner corner highlight type of shade that was created in inspiration from the MAC Crystal Avalanche that she loved. Then we have Angelic, which is the silver in the palette. Then moving on to the last row, we have Royalty, which is kind of like the copper shade. Then we have Dream, which is the teal shade, named after her being a dreamer and being on DACA, if you didn't know. Then we have Bougie, which is the gold coppery kind of shade, but more gold. Then we have Lust, which is the rose gold type of metallic-y shade. And then last but not least, we have Cha-Ching, which is the green all the way at the end. I also got a few brushes in my purchase. Like, I bought a few brushes from BH Cosmetics. I'll obviously be letting you guys know which one I'm using and stuff like that. So this is what they pretty much look like. They have a really nice handle, and they're kind of like a synthetic type of feel, but they feel so, so nice and soft. Like, they're so, so soft. And they were like $4 each, so that's lit. Okay, so I'm going to take the BH Cosmetics number 16 brush. I'm going to go into the shade Naked, which is the first one in the eyeshadow palette. And I'm pretty much just going to run this through my entire eye. I take the same brush and I'm going to go into Dulce, which is this one right over here. It literally looks kind of like como un dulce. I really, really like it. It's like a caramel type of like shade. So I'm gonna go in with this one, and I'm pretty much just gonna run it through my crease. This mirror is really, really nice. Like, it's very like sturdy, and you can actually see yourself. It's not like one of those blurry type of mirrors that come in like cheap palettes. The mirror is actually really, really nice. It's like an actual mirror, okay? I'm gonna switch brushes. This one's a little bit more dense. This one is the V19, and I am going to go into the shade Flower, which is this one right over here. It's pretty much just the yellow, and I'm gonna grab that on my brush and pretty much pack that on. I'm just going to start just packing this instead of blending right away and then blending it away. guys, so unfortunately my battery died, so I had to put it to charge a little bit and switch it to the other one. So hopefully it doesn't happen again. But while that was happening, I went ahead and did one eye off camera. So this is pretty much the look that we're going to be going for. I had something else in mind, but this is kind of like where my hands took me. So that's where we're going. I'm going to go ahead and take the shade Karma, which is kind of like the red right over here. And I'm using the BH Cosmetics 17 brush. It's a really tiny kind of blending brush. That's the first shade that I'm going to go ahead and grab. And I'm just going to place that in the outer corner and bring my way into my crease. And kind of like blend this all together. So I really like this brush. I've liked all the brushes that I bought so far. If you're interested, I'll link that in the description box below. But as of right now, it is looking pretty good. After Karma, I'm going to go in with the shade Passion Fruit, which is this one right over here. The kind of like true cranberry type of shade. I'm going in with the same brush. I am so hungry right now and I want a salad so bad. So I'm going to go and buy the ingredients to make my salad because I ran out. And I was too hungover yesterday to do anything. Like, I slept throughout the entire day, you guys. Like, I can't do that shit no more. Like, I can't go partying hardcore and not expect to die the next day. Like, I'm too old for that. Like, seriously. And then I'm just adding more of that shade. I'm just going to go in with Passion Fruit and Bittersweet in the outer corner and start kind of like blending this in. I'm kind of like packing the two colors together on the outer part of my eye, kind of like that. And just blending this out together. This side I'm having a little bit of difficulty. I guess it's because I applied the shadow on top of the wet concealer directly, so I'm having a little bit of difficulty blending. I'm not sure if you guys can see kind of like the separation, but I think that was my fault because on this eye I didn't have that problem. But I'm just gonna wing it and keep going. And I'm just placing that teal blue eyeshadow on my lid. And then I'm just taking the shade Passion Fruit on the same brush and blending all of that together. I added a liner to my lash line. And now I'm just like kind of smoking it out with the black in the eyeshadow palette. And then going back in with the brush to blend everything together. So I pretty much finished off my eyes and I finished off the rest of my makeup. I added a lip color. I just did like a really simple, pretty like nude. And I also finished off the lower lash line. I just added kind of like the same colors that are on the crease. And I did the inner corner highlight, and also on my brow bone I added the same color, which is like the inner corner type of highlight, like the stark white in the palette. And I also added some yellow liner to my lower lash line. That is pretty much it for this video, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in my next one.